If you're looking for the cheapest coins in Madden 23, head over to AOEAH.com. They are fast and reliable. And make sure to use code WOLF for 3% off. Link is in the description. It is time to up your defensive game in Madden 23. I'm going to show you guys a quick defensive setup that you can use against the tight offset tight end to stop pretty much one of the most powerful plays in the game. Now, before we get into it, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, become members. What's cool about becoming a member is what we're talking about today. I have full scheme breakdowns of both the $3-2 and the tight offset tight end, showing you how to run them all, run the defense, run the offense, man. It's full breakdowns. Make sure you check it out if you're new or you're trying to get a competitive advantage and use what all the pros are using. It's there in the members area. Now, we're going to be in the Kansas City Chiefs defensive playbook and the New Orleans Saints offensive playbook. And I just want to let you guys know, I'm going to show it to you, just how important personnel changes are in this game. Now, to make it harder, let me see, who am I on offense right here? I gotta make sure I grab the right controller. To make it harder, we're gonna go ahead and just use the best route runner pretty much in the game. I think Hopkins probably the best in the game. We're gonna put Hopkins right here where this corner route's gonna be. We'll go ahead and move Brown to the outside. And then on the right side, we don't really care. We can put Isabella. Isabella's pretty fast. And then you have your tight end. Now, the name of the play we're talking about is the wide out halfback swing. This play is really good burst man defense because of the corner routes. People love to run corner routes pretty much in all Maddens, you know. So wild halfback swing. Now, if you're not making personnel adjustments, let's just say, and you guys know I always put safeties in these positions. I'll put a safety here and I'll put a free safety here. Watts is actually pretty fast. But I want you to pay attention to this side. We have Moore as cornerback he's an 87 overall cornerback. And then we're gonna play man defense, cover 2 man linebacker blitz right here. Okay, now let me respot the ball just to make it look more accurate. I typically run my corner routes on the short side. I don't really use the wide side of the field to run corner routes in this game. Okay, so run the play stock. All right, snap the ball, boom, corner routes with our best route runner. Now the pass rush got there, but that's the game of Madden. You guys know how it is. The offense is horrible. I mean, the offensive lines are horrible. But however, with Hopkins in that position, he's going to cook outside on these man routes every single time. If you're running man defense, you're not making adjustments, he's going to cook. Even if you press and shade underneath, you still can't beat Hopkins. He's that guy, okay? You still can't beat Hopkins. Now, assuming that I have the time to throw this, but you still can't stop this guy even if you do that. Now, you can slow it down, and what you want to do is we want to come back to our personnel, and you need to go into the depth chart. So I picked the Colts on purpose because I want to see the depth chart for the first time. So I'm going to do that with you guys. We're going to come over here to the cornerbacks. All right, now let's look at the stats, because remember, we know that Hopkins is the best route runner. We know that. So he's going to be running the corner routes. He's going to be running the zig routes, everything of that nature. And if we come to the guy that's on him, he has 89 speed. His man defense is what? Come over here to the man defense. Man coverage is 83. Now let's just say I take Moore, put him somewhere else, and trade him for Gilmore. Gilmore is 94 man coverage, and let's look at his speed. See if it's at least 90. You know what I mean? We need at least 90 on speed. So we're gonna come back over here to speed. I don't know why it's going so slow, my bad. Speed, he is not 90 speed. So that is the trade-off I'm gonna make. Okay, in my personnel, I'm going to go ahead and I'm gonna get him out of there. Then we'll come over here. We'll get Gilmore out of there. Where's Gilmore? Right here. And then we'll put Moore on this side, and then we'll put Gilmore right there in this position. Okay. Now he's not gonna play it like he's gonna be a little bit better as far as playing it, but that's still not enough to guard this route. I don't think it's enough, but we're gonna see. Let's see how Gilmore plays it just in stock man defense. A little bit better, but this outside pass rush is cooking, bro. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. I don't know, maybe the Colts are the glitch, but let me double team this guy this time and slide protect his way. But let's snap the ball. Let's see just in. Hopkins is still getting out there. Okay, so to stop this, and I want you guys to remember this every single time you're facing a tight formation. Does not matter if it's tight offset tight end. Does not matter if it's tight flex. Does not matter if it's just tight, okay? Whatever you want whatever you see on defense, you're going to use these same adjustments in man defense, okay? Trust me, it's going to work in your favor. The first thing we're going to do on man defense is we're going to press wire triangle left stick down for press, okay? Then we're going to shade underneath. We're going to run 2 deep halves, but we're going to shade underneath. Wire triangle, right stick down for underneath. Next, we're going to shade outside. So once we go press, shade underneath, wire triangle, shade outside, so we get outside leverage. All right. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to bring our deep halves down about 5 yards. And it doesn't matter where you put them as long as you're putting them somewhere in this area, okay? Now your user is obviously this guy. Probably want a QB contain just to set it up a little bit better, but you want these guys here. With these setups, now we're giving Gilmore a chance to pick this off. Okay, I'm just gonna let the AI play it. I'm not gonna click on it using 2 controllers. We're gonna put the deep half in a situation where he can make a play on the ball by bringing him down, both on left and right sides. Now, the last thing you wanna do on defense is you wanna actually take cross and put him on an inside third. Now, why do we wanna do that? Because you see this Isabella route, that's a deep post. He will come over the middle of you. So you could set this guy about right here and leave him there, but I would not keep him on the deep half. Now, if they're running PA shot seams, that's when he goes back on the deep half. See, you're gonna have to figure it out what they're running because this is eventually gonna get you caught. Now, you don't really have to shade underneath. You can shade over the top if you want. It's just like I said, it gives your team a better chance to pick the ball rather than swat the ball. But let's just do underneath first and then we'll do over the top so you guys can see this corner route again as we snap the ball. Boom. Let's throw the corner route. Now we have people there to make plays. Now, he still caught it because that's D-Hop. He's just a gangster, okay? But now let's press, shade over the top, shade outside, and let's just bring the deep half down this way, and let's just assume they're running shot seams, okay? So we'll keep both deep halves like that, and then let's snap the ball. We'll go over here to this corner route, and there's Gilmore for the play. So you're seeing with the adjustments in personnel, everything that's taking place and how we beefed up our defense. Very important that you understand your personnel and your depth chart. You're playing Ultimate Team. You have no choice but to understand your depth chart. And you have to align them properly to the people that you see. This is why when you go in there, you look at the abilities, right? You look at the abilities that they have on their team. Look at the abilities. What do they have? What are they trying to use? They have the out route abilities. They have the in route abilities. You have to match those receivers with your abilities. The personnel changes are key. And now the last thing you can do with this defense is you can actually just use your zone drops. Okay, so you can set these zone drops to about maybe say 20, 25. Let's just see what 25 does. Could be too far. You can set those as well to try to stop these routes because this is going to be one of the best plays in the game, which is the wild halfback swing. It's been one of the best plays for a minute. And all you want to do is maybe just, if you're going to press shade over the top, you keep the deep half on this side, but you want to put this guy in a curl flat or a cloud flat. I think we set the cloud flats and keep him about right here, right? And then shade outside, pass commit if you want, right? If you know it's going to be a pass. If you don't, then it is what it is. And then try to run this play and see what happens. And now we have the cloud flat there to make a play on the ball. So you see that, right? You'll have that, put him on the cloud flat. You could probably just leave him where he's at. Bring this guy down, press shade over the top. Shade outside. Don't forget to shade outside because you'll get yourself cooked if you don't. And now we have people making plays on the ball. You see that? So simple adjustments to stop some of the best plays in the game. I don't see people doing these things in the game. Like when I see people play Ultimate Team, people are running a wild halfback swing on you guys like it's nothing. You have to compensate for this one play right here because it's brutal. It is very brutal. And you always want to shade outside on that man defense. If you're shading inside, there's not a lot of inside routes unless they're the drags. And you can run underneath. So you can press shade underneath, shade outside, and they're probably still going to play the drag routes a lot better. But this is specifically geared toward the best route runners running that awesome corner route. You have to find a way to stop it. You got no choice. This is going to be the formation you see in the higher ladders, in the higher tiers of Madden. So as you continuously win more games, this is what you're going to see. Make sure you guys drop a like. Love you.